Hello team, I'll be demoing the PowerAutomate Maestro connector today. This connector has actions to trigger a Maestro flow from PowerAutomate. And in today's demo, we will also look into how we could use the Maestro Connect events to write back to a PowerAutomate webhook. On a high level, this integration includes the following components shown in here. The DocuSign Maestro connector makes an OAuth call to account server requesting a token with all the scopes needed for making Maestro API calls. Then it uses this token to get a latest trigger URL for the workflow we are trying to trigger. And then it makes a post call to this trigger URL with all the required variables to create a new instance. Once the workflow is finished in Maestro, Maestro would send an update to Connect APIs. Assuming that we registered a PowerAutomate webhook for the Connect events, Connect will post that event back to PowerAutomate webhook. Now let's watch the demo. Here I have a workflow I created for this demo. This workflow has three steps to get signature, set up invite, and show confirmation screen. Here are the following variables which needs to be set as part of instance creation. Now, if I go to the connector in Power Automate and go to the definition, this is the Maestro connector in Power Automate and it has following actions. And this trigger flow action is what we will be using in Power Automate flow to trigger a Maestro flow. For the purpose of the demo, I created this sample flow and you can see here I am using the custom connector action trigger flow to trigger a Maestro workflow. Here is the workflow ID and the variables needed to create an instance. I also created another flow which acts as a webhook, and when the connect event is fired after Maestro flow is completed, the connect would post the event to this webhook, and this webhook will send an email to my inbox saying that the flow is finished. Okay, um, let me run the flow now. So this is going to trigger my Maestro workflow. If I go to the Maestro app, you can see a new instance is created and the get signature step is in progress. If I go to my inbox, I can see a new envelope is created and it's ready for review. I signed the envelope. If I go back to the Maestro flow, we can see it moved to the next step. So if I go back to my inbox again, I can see that I got an email to review and complete my flow. Now all the tasks are completed. Now if I go back to my Maestro workflow instance. We can see the workflow is completed. This means the connect should have posted an update to my webhook. So let's go to the webhook and we can see the webhook is run. So if I go to my inbox, I have an email saying that the flow is completed from PowerAutomate. This is how we could use a custom connector to trigger Maestro workflows from PowerAutomate. Hope you enjoyed the demo. Thank you.